New footage of Jay-Z and 50 Cent has just surfaced, and it's causing a storm across social media. Fans are calling it heated, intense, and unlike anything we've seen before from these hip-hop icons. The video raises questions about old rivalries, personal tension, and what really went down between these two rap legends. Today we're breaking it all down, showing the context behind the footage, and exploring what this could mean for the ongoing dynamics in the hip-hop world. Jay-Z and 50 Cent are two of the biggest names in hip-hop history, but their relationship has always been layered with competition, rivalry, and occasional tension. Recently, new footage of the two interacting in a heated exchange went viral, sparking intense reactions from fans, media outlets, and fellow artists. People are asking, what really happened? Was it a disagreement, a personal clash, or just media exaggeration? In this video, we'll break down the footage frame by frame, explore the history of their rivalry, and reveal the context behind the moment that's got the hip-hop world buzzing. We'll also examine public reactions, insider commentary, and what this could mean for their careers moving forward. By the end, you'll have a complete understanding of the situation, what actually happened, why it matters, and why it's gone viral. Stick around because some of the details we uncover might surprise you, and they give a glimpse into a side of hip-hop drama that rarely gets this much attention. To fully understand why this new footage is causing such a stir, we have to go back to the roots of the Jay-Z and 50 Cent dynamic. Both are hip-hop powerhouses, but their paths to fame have often crossed in ways that sparked competition and tension. Jay-Z, already an established mogul by the early 2000s, had built an empire not just in music, but in business and influence. 50 Cent, on the other hand, burst onto the scene with raw energy, chart-topping hits, and a persona that demanded attention. The rivalry between the two wasn't always public, but whispers and subtle digs in lyrics hinted at friction. In interviews and social media posts over the years, fans have pieced together moments where 50 Cent challenged Jay-Z's influence or made pointed comments about his business moves. Jay-Z, known for his calm and calculated persona, rarely responded publicly, but his actions, collaborations, and album releases often seem to reflect a competitive awareness. What makes this rivalry particularly fascinating is the mix of professional respect and underlying tension. Both artists have acknowledged each other's talent and contributions to hip-hop, but clashes over influence, ownership, and street credibility have added layers of complexity. Fans remember moments like the subtle lyrical shots in songs or the tense award show interactions, which hinted at a rivalry simmering just below the surface. This history gives the viral footage even more weight. Without context, it might seem like a random argument, but knowing their past interactions helps us see why the intensity of this moment feels so charged. Every gesture, expression, and word in the footage carries decades of history between these two icons. And here's the cliffhanger. In the footage itself, there are subtle details and body language cues that suggest more than just a casual disagreement. Observers have pointed out interactions that hint at long-standing tension, leaving fans wondering, could this be a turning point in their relationship, or just another moment in a rivalry that has lasted for years? The footage that recently went viral shows Jay-Z and 50 Cent in what many fans are calling a heated encounter. While the clip is relatively short, every second has sparked speculation and debate online. Observers have scrutinized their body language, facial expressions, and the tone of their voices, looking for clues about the nature of the interaction and whether it signals a personal clash, professional disagreement, or just a heated conversation taken out of context. From the very first moments of the footage, you can see tension in the air. Jay-Z maintains his trademark calm and composed demeanor, but subtle cues, slight shifts in posture, narrowed eyes, and a focused gaze suggest he is carefully measuring his words. 50 Cent, on the other hand, appears more animated, leaning forward, gesturing, and speaking in a tone that conveys urgency and intensity. Fans and analysts have noted that this contrast highlights the difference in their personalities. Jay-Z is the calculated mogul, while 50 Cent is the outspoken and direct personality who thrives on energy and confrontation. One of the most discussed moments in the clip is when 50 Cent makes a pointed comment, followed by a brief pause where Jay-Z responds with a seemingly calm but firm statement. Observers argue that the tension in that exchange reflects years of unspoken rivalry and professional competition. Some fans believe that 50 Cent was pushing boundaries deliberately, testing how Jay-Z would react in a public setting, while others suggest Jay-Z's response was a subtle assertion of dominance, reflecting his experience in managing public disputes without escalating drama. Adding to the intrigue, the surrounding environment and the reactions of nearby individuals in the footage are telling. People around them seem aware of the tension, casting glances and occasionally stepping in to diffuse the situation. This context supports the idea that the encounter was charged with emotion, even if it didn't escalate into a physical confrontation. Fans are dissecting every frame, replaying moments where hand gestures, eye contact, or pauses in speech might hint at deeper meaning, leaving the online community buzzing with speculation. The viral nature of the clip has also been fueled by fan commentary and memes. Clips highlighting Jay-Z's calmness versus 50 Cent's intensity have circulated across TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, creating an explosion of online engagement. Fans are not only analyzing the encounter itself, but also debating how this fits into the broader narrative of hip-hop rivalries, loyalty, and street credibility. As soon as the footage of Jay-Z and 50 Cent went viral, social media erupted. Fans immediately took to Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, dissecting every moment of the encounter and sharing their own interpretations. The clip sparked a wave of discussions, memes, and debates that have made it one of the most talked about moments in recent hip-hop history. On Twitter, hashtags related to the footage quickly began trending, with fans weighing in on who came out on top in the exchange. Some argued that Jay-Z maintained his composure flawlessly, showcasing his experience as a mogul and a strategic thinker, while 50 Cent brought energy, passion, and raw emotion that can't be ignored. Comment sections across platforms lit up with fans analyzing subtle cues like a raised eyebrow, a hand gesture, or a pause in speech, and speculating about what those moments reveal about their personal dynamic. TikTok creators played a significant role in amplifying the viral reach. Short clips featuring slow-motion replays, split-screen comparisons, and commentary soundtracks transformed the footage into a social media phenomenon. Some fans even created memes highlighting the contrast between Jay-Z's calm demeanor and 50 Cent's animated intensity, making the encounter both a trending topic and a source of entertainment. Media outlets also jumped on the story. Hip-hop news sites, online magazines, and YouTube channels covering entertainment news offered analysis, interviews with insiders, and historical context about the rivalry. These reports helped frame the footage as not just an isolated moment, but part of a decades-long narrative between two of the biggest names in the industry. Headlines emphasize tension, history, and the shock factor, further fueling public interest. Fan theories began to circulate quickly. Some speculated that the encounter could be linked to business disputes, past collaborations, or unresolved personal issues. Others believed it might be a setup for a potential collaboration, or even a publicity stunt designed to reignite interest in both artists' projects. Theories ranged from plausible to wild, but all added layers of intrigue to the viral footage and kept people talking. Adding to the drama, commentators highlighted the broader implications of the encounter. For fans, this isn't just about entertainment. It's about legacy, influence, and reputation. Jay-Z and 50 Cent are both known for carefully managing their public personas, so any visible tension or heated exchange is interpreted as significant, sparking conversations about power dynamics, respect, and the nature of long-standing rivalries in hip-hop culture. And here's the suspenseful part. Despite the massive attention, both Jay-Z and 50 Cent have remained relatively quiet about the footage. Neither has issued a public statement addressing the interaction, leaving fans and media outlets to speculate endlessly. Could there be more behind-the-scenes details that haven't been revealed? Are we seeing just the tip of the iceberg of what could be a much larger story? The unanswered questions are keeping the viral momentum alive and ensuring that everyone is watching closely for the next move. The viral footage between Jay-Z and 50 Cent isn't just a moment of entertainment. It carries potential consequences for both artists in terms of their careers, public perception, and future interactions. In the entertainment industry, especially in hip-hop, public image is everything. How fans, collaborators, and the media perceive you can directly impact opportunities, partnerships, and influence. This encounter, with all its intensity and speculation, puts both artists under a microscope. For Jay-Z, the footage reinforces his reputation as a composed, strategic figure in hip-hop. His calm demeanor amidst 50 Cent's intensity portrays him as someone who doesn't easily react to provocation, a quality that has helped him maintain power and influence both in music and in business ventures. However, it also raises questions about what is happening behind the scenes. Is Jay-Z holding back publicly while addressing issues privately, or does this footage reveal cracks in what has otherwise been a carefully curated persona? Fans and analysts are watching closely, and every subsequent public appearance or statement will likely be scrutinized for signs of tension. For 50 Cent, this footage is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it reinforces his persona as outspoken, passionate, and unafraid to confront established figures, traits that have defined his career since the early 2000s. On the other hand, it exposes him to criticism from fans who may view his animated behavior as overly aggressive or confrontational. In an era where social media amplifies every moment, 50 Cent's public image could be shaped as much by perception as by reality. The ripple effect of this encounter may extend to collaborations, endorsements, and the broader hip-hop industry. Artists often navigate complex relationships with peers, and a publicized moment of tension can influence how others approach partnerships. Producers, record labels, and event organizers may factor in the perceived dynamics between Jay-Z and 50 Cent when planning future projects. Even subtle gestures or comments following the viral footage could have significant impact on the industry's perception of their relationship. Beyond the professional implications, there's also the narrative power of legacy. Both Jay-Z and 50 Cent have carefully built their legacies over decades, and viral moments like this one can redefine public memory. Fans and historians alike may interpret this footage as a key moment in the ongoing story of their rivalry, adding a new chapter to the narrative that began years ago. This contributes to a long-term dialogue about influence, respect, and competition in hip-hop culture. The viral footage between Jay-Z and 50 Cent isn't just entertainment, it offers important lessons for fans, aspiring artists, and anyone observing high-profile careers. At its core, this encounter highlights how power, perception, and strategy intersect in the entertainment industry, particularly in hip-hop, where reputation and public image are critical. First, the footage underscores the importance of composure. Jay-Z's calm and measured responses, contrasted with 50 Cent's animated intensity, demonstrate how controlling one's demeanor can influence how a situation is perceived. For fans, it's a masterclass in managing public conflict. Even in high-pressure moments, maintaining composure allows a person to assert authority without escalating tension unnecessarily. This is especially relevant for aspiring artists or entrepreneurs who face public scrutiny. The way you react can shape narratives as much as the actions themselves. Second, the viral moment emphasizes the power of history and context. Fans who are familiar with the decades-long rivalry between these two icons understand why even a brief exchange carries so much weight. For viewers, it's a reminder that every interaction, past and present, shapes perception. For artists, it highlights how reputations are cumulative. A single encounter doesn't exist in a vacuum. It is interpreted through years of previous actions, collaborations, and public statements. Understanding this helps fans appreciate the depth behind seemingly simple interactions. Another key takeaway is the influence of social media. The footage went viral not just because of the exchange itself, but because of the way fans, influencers, and commentators amplified it. Reactions, memes, and analysis transformed a short clip into a global discussion. This illustrates how digital platforms can magnify even minor events into major cultural moments. For aspiring artists and public figures, it's a clear lesson. Every public appearance is part of a larger narrative, and social media can turn even private tension into a worldwide spectacle in minutes. The encounter also highlights the delicate balance between rivalry and respect in high-profile industries. Jay-Z and 50 Cent have navigated years of competition while maintaining professional legacies. For fans, it's a lesson in how rivalries can be both dramatic and strategic. Healthy competition can drive growth and maintain relevance, but unchecked conflict can damage reputations or distract from long-term goals. Observing this exchange allows fans to see firsthand how high-level professionals manage these dynamics. And here's the suspenseful twist that keeps the story alive. This viral moment may be just one chapter in an ongoing saga. Insiders suggest that there could be future interactions, whether collaborations, media appearances, or even lyrical references that build on the tension seen in this footage. For fans, it means the story isn't over, and each new development could add another layer of insight into the personalities, strategies, and legacies of these hip-hop icons.